Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have brief remarks, but I'd like to recognize Speaker Emeritus Pelosi, who has joined us. And if you'd like to make any remarks, I'd be glad to yield you some time. No, he's not a Republican. He's Commerce Department.
Why don't we do this? I came to listen, to learn. Thank you. Thank you so much, Congressman Cohen, and for your leadership on the Helsinki Commission, and to you, Chairman Wilson. We've worked together on this. How many times have we shared the pen, one version or another? We have learned so much from the people of Ukraine about courage, about respect for democracy, and their protection of their democracy is a protection of democracy everywhere. I have been particularly interested in what has happened to women and children in Ukraine, acts of horror that the First Lady of Ukraine has come and spoken to us about here. So in terms of what it means to the people, what it means to the principle of democracy, we're very eager to hear the status of things today, but also to sing the praises of the people of Ukraine and the leadership of Ukraine for your courage, for the courage and the example to the world. I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Emeritus. It's been my honor to work on this commission for a while, and Joe Wilson and I get along very, very well. And I have to commend him for his strong stance on Ukraine and support for Ukraine. And at this time, he's seeking a higher position on the Foreign Affairs Committee, which I hope he gets. But some of his support for Ukraine may be used against him because of the change of administrations. And I think Chairman Mr. Wilson shows honor and integrity and to be commended. But thank you. It's sad that we have to recognize these 1,000 days. It shouldn't have been 1,000 days. It should have been 0 days. There should be no concept in anybody's mind, let alone a person who's recommended to be the head of intelligence in this country, that this war was caused by Putin and not by the United States and not by Ukraine. Putin invaded Ukraine and thought it was going to be a 2-day walk in the park, and it wasn't. The Ukrainian people, the Ukrainian military have been heroic and strong and shown great fortitude and love for their country. I've been proud to support Ukraine, visit with President Zelensky and others in Ukraine, and pledge my continued support and hope that the Congress will do the same. If Putin wants to be known as Putin the Great. Peter the Great next in line. He wants to be Putin the Great. And he's made Russia a country to where it's not even safe for a ballet dancer to go on a balcony. Going on a balcony is a dangerous activity in Russia. It's become a just horrific situation, what Putin has done to people who just write letters. I think the ballet dancer had written in 2022 against the war, about peace, and about his family, grandfather maybe and grandmother, who were Ukraine military and maybe a Ukraine artist. And while that tweet has been deleted, it wasn't deleted probably from Putin's mind. And unfortunately, the ballet dancer is no longer with us. I don't have much hope for the continued American support which Ukraine needs, but they'll have mine, and I think they'll have most of the Democrats. And hopefully they'll have Republicans like Joe Wilson, too. There are not a lot of Joe Wilsons, but there's one of them, and that's a good one for me. I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you very much, Ranking Member Steve Cohen of Tennessee.